everyone. Introduce, my name is Farras Hazim. Date of birth Bekasi 24th April 2007. I am 16 years old. I have parents and two younger sisters. I will tell you about my life from when I was born until now. I was born on the 21st April 2007. When I was a baby, I had an illness. Namely, I got urinated, and there my parents were very panicked. And finally, I was taken to the doctor, and I was thought to be circumcised by the doctor. And after I was circumcised, I recovered and got urinated and usual. The funny thing that I remember when I was settled when I finished defecating and dog came and ate my poop and cried too. I don't know why I got cry because of that. Finally, I entered in kindergarten and I used to go to school on foot with my mother. I used to live in a rented house and moved to Manpuri, Sandalwood too. And my father bought a bicycle for my mother so he could take me and pick me up quickly. But one day my toe was injured because my toe got into the spokes of a bicycle tire. And finally, I entered elementary school at Yaping 01 or Central. There I got a lot of best friends and friends. When I was in grade 3 during baseball sport lesson, I got the nickname for my friends, namely the Bomber. Because when I always hit the ball, and when I was in grade 4, I was very lazy in studying until my mother got angry and threw me with a comb and then hit my head, and my head was bleeding. After that, my mother cried and faced me while treating my head, and after listening to my mother's advice, I immediately changed myself. I got better and was able to make my parents happy. And when I was in grade 6, there was a scout camp where my team leader could come because they were sick. And finally, I was appointed to be the team leader, and at that time, I didn't have a sense of leadership. And in the end, I dared to be leader, and it turns out to be a leader is not so hard. And that's where I am my leadership. After that, I went to a higher school, namely at Pondok Boarding School, Ping 03. And the first time I entered the boarding school, it was hard to get rid of the feeling of missing my parents. But over time, I was able to get rid of this feeling of longing because there I had lots of fun and existing friends. And when grade 8 came to COVID-19, and finally school was closed for 6 months and online from home. And after a long holiday, my friends and I turned to the context to study knowledge, and I was very quick there. I went underclassmen came, then my character changed from being quiet to being brave. And I at the context, I continue to memorize the Quran, even though it was very difficult, but it was the road to success. My scary experience at the context was when carrying out the night picket, namely throwing garbage into the garbage disposal. If you want to go to the trash, you have to go down a dark alley. My friends and I went to carry out the picket, and when in the middle of the hall, there was the sound of something falling, and finally, they immediately ran away, laughing because we saw friends who fell because they were running scared. And in the context, there were all kinds of disease that often affect, namely skin disease and flesh on the genitals. And fortunately, all of these diseases can be treated. Because he was in the boarding house, I can master subjects about the Islamic religion and read about Arabic writing. And that where my heyday was. After 3 years, had passed and continued my education to a higher school, namely at Tarsandi Bekasi Communication Vocation School, which is my school now. There I got a lot of inspiration to study deeper knowledge until I think like this. My parents sent me to school asking money, so I have to replace the money with my knowledge and focus of studying so that my parents before are not in vain. That's the story of my life until now. That's all from the end. Thank you.